Hello, my name is Monique Nowlin, and I'm your host for today's episode of Our Ventura TV. Today, our special guest in studio is Austin Foulke, an engineer from the City of Ventura Fire Department. Austin will be talking to us today about what older adults can do to avoid falls and other emergencies at home, and what to have on hand if you do need emergency medical assistance. Welcome, Austin. Thanks for your time. We're glad to have you today.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Austin, in your career, I'm sure you've witnessed many avoidable and/or preventable emergency scenarios, falls being one of them. Being a subject matter expert, can you explain to our audience some of the scenes you've come across and provide some tips on how to make homes safer to prevent falls and other accidents?
Yeah, I've certainly been on a lot of calls that are preventable. The elderly population, as we do age, unfortunately, gravity gets a little bit heavier, and it gets a little hard for us to move around. So there's a lot of falls that are preventable when we get on scene. So a lot of times what we do after assessing the patient, if they're hurt or if they're not hurt, we kind of have to go down different paths on that. But if they're not hurt, we look at what we could do to prevent any further falls for our patient. Whether it's cleaning up a little bit of clutter around the house, such as shoes, pet toys, anything that could potentially be a tripping hazard. We talk about maybe getting some non-slip rubber mats when you're in the shower, removing rugs or throw rugs that are in the hallway, because a lot of patients, when they're using their walkers, you tend to shuffle a little bit more with your steps. So if you do have a throw rug in the hallway and you're shuffling, they can bind up on you, and that's another cause for a trip and fall that is definitely preventable. When we do get the opportunity to educate our potential patients or people that have fallen, we take the time to educate them because we want the best and healthy life for the community that we serve. So we talk about maybe some kind of like home modifications, putting handrails in on the hallway or in the bathroom that you can grab while you're trying to get off the toilet. And a lot of times it's sitting down and standing up is a lot of the issues where we see that can help be preventable. The other things is we try to coach our community into staying active. Just getting out and walking 30 minutes a day helps prevent a lot of stuff and keeps every person very healthy. And I know sometimes it's difficult and it's very situational, but getting up and moving just keeps you going. And it's amazing how much that can change your situation in life. So the other thing we do is we try to get in contact with family or friends and neighbors to kind of help out when the situation arises. We provide pamphlets on some fall prevention and to kind of help alleviate any of the issues that we do see.
So great. So it's if they don't need transport to the hospital, you really have this comprehensive service that you can kind of provide education, looking around their environment to help mitigate any further emergency situations if they're not being transported to the hospital.
That's correct. Yeah, we do our best to kind of keep the health and safety of our community at its top.
And Austin, in the event an emergency service requires transport to the hospital, what's ideal for the patient to have on hand to aid the firefighters in providing the most informed medical emergency assistance that they can?
There are a couple different things that you can have on hand, but one thing that really helps is the emergency contact list, and it's a magnet. It's a little list that you can fill out and you put it on your refrigerator. It also has your medications and your allergies on that list, and that way we have a better idea if they're not able to communicate with us at the time, or if there's no one around the house that can help provide the information for us. That emergency contact and medical information is imperative. We do our best to find the medications around the house if it's not available, or any kind of information that we can do to better assess and provide the care that's needed for the patient.
So if I, as the older adult or my loved one, my caregiver, takes the time to fill that card out and put it on the fridge, staff will really go and grab it. The firefighters will grab it and take that with them when they transport.
That's correct. That's one of the things we look for when we get into the house.
Good, very good. And Austin, what's the best way for our viewers to contact the Ventura City Fire Department if they want some more information?
So there is a phone number that'll contact you to our administration office, and it's 805-339-4400. You can contact us on social media. There's a Ventura City Fire Department Facebook and Instagram, and feel free to message them at any time. We have a great person running that program, or running the social media, and she would get in contact with you right away and help you get to where the information where you want to get it. And also you can visit our website at www.venturacity.com, VenturaCityFire.com.
Great, thank you. Well, if there's one thing you could impress upon our viewers today, what would that one thing be?
Honestly, don't be afraid to call us for any need that you have. We're here for you 24/7. We're happy to help and provide the care that's needed in our community. And we're always going to do it with a smile.
Great. Well, that's all the time we have left for today's show. I'd like to thank Austin again for his time, and on behalf of Our Ventura TV and the community, thank you for the work that you do. My name is Monique Nowlin. Until next time, thank you for watching Our Ventura TV.